Hey you, welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
I'm wife.
And together we're reading the Bible.
Starting with Genesis and eventually ending with Revelations, we're working through every book and offering our atheist 2 cents.
Or shekels.
Yeah, those. We're asking questions and pointing out all the nonsense.
We aren't academics or scholars.
Nope. In fact, when it comes to religion, we really don't know anything at all.
What we've learned so far is that God's a dick.
Oh, he really is, isn't he? If you're interested in how we reached this startling conclusion, maybe start from episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in anywhere. It's all good.
Yep.
Hey wife, we just got a new sponsor. It's Anchor. They must think we're doing something right because they picked us back up.
That's amazing. Want to hear something even more amazing?
Yeah?
I actually know what they are.
You are full of shit. I'm calling your bluff. Tell me about Anchor.
Okay, so Anchor by Spotify is the easiest way to make a podcast with everything you need all in one place.
I'm actually surprised you knew that, but did you also know that Anchor has tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer?
Yes, because I see you do that on your phone all the time and it looks pretty simple.
It really is, and when hosting on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
But I use CastBox.
Yeah, darling, I know you like CastBox. It gets distributed there too, and lots of other platforms as well.
And how much are we paying for this awesome service?
Absolutely nothing.
Coolio, so then we should tell people to download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started?
Yep, do it now.
Husband.
Wife.
Do you know where we are?
We're done with Ruth.
We are done with Ruth.
And what are we doing today?
We are starting the 9th book of the Bible.
Wow.
1 Samuel.
Okay. Well,
I don't know anything about this guy.
I don't either. This is all new territory for me, actually. I mean, I've heard of some of these books, sort of.
Kind of.
But it's new.
Yeah, this is all new
to me.
So I'm kind of excited. It's
right.
Not Greek right now.
No, it's not Greek.
It's English.
Okay.
Don't be silly.
All right, let's go get into this new book.
This Sam guy.
Sam guy, yeah.
Alrighty.
All right.
Okay, 1 Sam 1.
1 Sam 1.
1 Samuel chapter 1.
Okay.
The birth of Samuel.
That's a good place to start with Sam. You know?
I suppose it is.
Sam should probably be born at the beginning
Yeah.
of Sam.
I agree.
Joel.
Yeah.
1 Samuel.
So many ones.
So many ones.
Samwise,
Samuel.
Samwise Gamgee.
We say it 1 Samuel, right?
1 Samuel.
One. Okay.
Unless you're Trump.
Yeah. Okay.
And you've never read the Bible.
Well, I mean, we've never read the Bible,
right?
So,
but even I know, how it is pronounced.
Samuel. Okay.
Yeah, 1 Samuel.
Cool.
Okay, so
He's born.
He's getting born.
Okay.
Okay. There was a man named Elkanah who lived in Ramah in the region of Zuph in the hill country of Ephraim.
That's a lot of places.
That is a long sentence. There was an old lady who lived in a shoe.
Yeah, right?
So many children didn't know what to do.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
He was the son of Jeroham, son of Elihu, son of Tohu, son of Zuph, son of Ephraim.
We gotta do the legacy thing here.
No, we just did.
Okay.
That was the legacy.
That was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But Elkanah had 2 wives. Okay?
Okay. Sure.
Okay. Hannah,
there's people that had more, so, I mean.
I know.
You know.
He had 2 wives. Hannah and Peninnah.
Panina? Like panina bread?
I set that up for you to say yes. Peninnah had children, but womp womp, Hannah did not.
Oh, probably because God didn't favor her.
Or
something.
He hardened her uterus.
Yes.
What? Each year, Elkanah would travel to Shiloh to worship and sacrifice to the Lord of Heaven's armies at the tabernacle.
Lord of Heaven's armies.
I know that's going to be a Q&A.
Lord of Heaven's armies. That's a weird way to put that.
Yeah.
They have called him the commander of
Commander-in-Chief?
Heaven or whatever, something. But, that's a weird way to phrase that, right?
Yeah, I've never heard that before. The Lord of Heaven's armies.
Right.
At the tabernacle.
Yeah, that's really weird.
Yeah, I'm going to look that up later.
Yeah.
Okay. The priests of the Lord at that time were the two sons of Eli, Hophni and Phinehas.
Okay, so this is early. This is early on. Okay.
Early on.
All right.
On the days Elkanah presented his sacrifice, he would give portions of the meat to Peninnah and each of her children. And though he loved Hannah, you know, the childless one.
Right. Can't love her too much because she didn't give you a child.
He would give her only one choice portion.
Oh, man.
Because the Lord had given her no children.
Right, yeah.
You know, so fuck her.
So, yeah, right.
So Peninnah would taunt Hannah because she was a cunt.
Right.
And make fun of her.
I was just about to say the same thing.
I mean, right?
Like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck's wrong with you, bitch?
You can't have babies.
Like, what the fuck?
Fuck you, go to hell and die. Like,
do you think there was, like, I mean, this is, like, the men often had multiple wives. Do you think there was, like, jealousy between them and stuff?
Of course there was.
Well, yeah.
Well, obviously, it's in the Bible, too.
Right. But, I mean, like...
I just have this feeling of, like, we're all in this together.
I mean, you know, right?
Like, this sucks. No woman here has any fucking choice.
She should have just been like, well, it's not for lack of trying, bitch.
Oh. He still come and fuck me now and again, don't he? I'd be like, it's because I didn't want any, maybe? I don't know.
Right.
Like, you're the one that got to get up in the morning with them. Shit.
I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, so. I get to paint my toenails today. Right? Fuck off. Okay, I'm being rough on people that choose not to have children
right, versus but she was making fun of her.
I know, not able to have children, and there are people that do mourn that situation.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
But I'm not good with making fun of someone.
Yeah, totally. Totally. So Hannah should have just given her the middle finger.
Right, yeah.
In my opinion.
Totally.
Okay, so because the Lord had kept her from having children, see? The Lord hardened her uterus.
Because God's an asshole.
Yeah, a dick. God's a dick.
And an asshole.
Yeah, and a cunt burger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Threw that fan favorite back out?
Yeah, for the enthusiasts among you. Year after year, it was the same. Peninnah would taunt Hannah as they went to the tabernacle. Every year.
Jesus Christ.
Could you imagine? Every year, somebody's going to make fun of you for a physical thing that's totally not even your fault. That actually is a spiritual, like, dude, it's not my fault. A magical power guy
is making me not be able to have a child.
Put the X on me.
I mean, according to the Bible.
Right,
so, you know.
Right. Like, what the fuck? Each time, Hannah would be reduced to tears. I would cry too and would not even eat. Why are you crying, Hannah? Elkanah would ask. What an insensitive husband. Right? What do you think I'm crying, asshole?
Your bitch wife over there is...
Your bitch wife is making fun of the fact that your dick ain't doing it. Because let's be honest, a lot of times it is a man's fault that a woman can't conceive.
Yeah, but she did...
It was God's fault.
It's God's fault.
Clearly God's fault. Why aren't you eating? Why be downhearted just because you have no children and, you know, what's her butt's a cunt?
I don't think it's about the children. I think it's about what's her butt.
You have me. Isn't that better than having 10 sons? Yeah, that's fine. Can you tell your other wife to stop being a bitch? Right. My God. Like, it's great. She has kids. That's awesome. Could she just not?
Right.
God. Once, after a sacrificial meal at Shiloh, Hannah got up and went to pray. Eli the priest was sitting at his customary place besides the entrance of the tabernacle.
Okay.
Hannah was in deep anguish, crying bitterly as she prayed to the Lord. And she made this vow. Oh, my goodness.
A vow.
Here
Don't make vows, you idiots.
Here we go. Oh, Lord of heaven's armies, if you will look upon my sorrow and answer my prayer and give me a son, not just a baby, but a son specifically, you know?
Yeah.
Got to be specific there.
Well, yeah, I mean, sons are very important.
And women are stupid. Got it. Then I will give him back to you.
Not
he
in
will
general,
be
just
yours.
the Bible.
No, yeah.
Right.
I got you.
Just making sure.
So give me a son, and I will give him back to you. He will be yours for his entire lifetime. And as a sign that he has been dedicated to the Lord, his hair will never be cut. But this is like Samson. Yeah.
Samson's hair never got until he
had magic hair.
He had that magic hair that never got cut.
Yep. As she was praying to the Lord, Eli watched her.
What's up with not cutting hair in the Lord?
It's magic.
Get it. It doesn't make any sense to me.
It's magic.
Okay, whatever.
Look, we don't ask questions.
But why don't we ask questions?
Ours is not to wonder why. Ours is just to do and die.
Well, I guess.
That's what I learned when I was in the Army.
I guess I'm just fucked then.
Yeah, so am I. That's why I'm not in the Army. I got an honorable discharge for anybody who was wondering. Yeah. I wasn't just kicked out unceremoniously. So they put that out there. I ain't proud, but I am a little proud.
Right.
Okay. Seeing her lips moving but hearing no sound, Eli thought she had been drinking. Must you come in here drunk? He demanded. Throw away your wine. Good grief. Men are so stupid. Oh, no, sir, she replied. I haven't been drinking wine or anything stronger, but I am very discouraged, and I was pouring out my heart to the Lord. Don't think I am a wicked woman, for I have been praying out of anguish and sorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. She's like, look, just, can you not? Everybody, just leave me the fuck alone. Right? I'm just over here praying.
I've had enough fucking problems, man.
In that case, Eli said, go in peace. Oh, that's mighty fine of you.
Right.
Magnanimous son of a bitch.
Right.
May the God of Israel grant the request you have asked of him. Awesome.
Oh, so it just takes her requesting God and this dude's, blessing.
Yeah, overhearing. So, yeah. Oh, thank you, sir, she exclaimed. Then she went back and began to eat again, and she was no longer sad.
Because, obviously she's going to have that child now.
Clearly.
I mean, right? It's done deal.
Obviously.
The dude said, go with God and all that crap or whatever.
Oh, you're not a drunk wino bitch after all. Okay.
You can have a kid.
Blessings on you. Okay, the entire family got up early the next morning and went to worship the Lord once more.
Okay.
Then they returned home to Ramah. When Elkanah slept with Hannah, the Lord remembered her plea. And in due time, she gave birth to a son. They fucked, and this time it took. I mean, right? Yeah. That's...
They mentioned the Lord right as they're mentioning them sleeping together.
Fucking.
And
let's not cut corners here. They were fucking.
God was watching the interaction there?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Those people, the fucking right there, I just remembered.
I'm going to put that baby in there.
That bitch wanted a baby real bad.
Right, yeah.
I'm not just going to give her a baby. I'm going to give her a boy.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right.
She gave birth to a son.
Okay.
She named him Samuel.
Oh, I'm shocked.
Right?
Yeah.
For she said...
Never would have guessed that.
I asked the Lord for him.
You did.
That's why.
I guess.
That's why she named him Samuel.
Right. That doesn't make... What does Samuel have to do with God?
I feel like there should be a parentheses in here that says... Samuel means XYZ.
Right, yeah, because what the fuck do we care? I mean, it could have been named Brad and we wouldn't have given a shit.
I named him Lamp, because I asked God. What does one have to do with the other?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know words. Okay, the next year, Elkanah and his family went on their annual trip to offer a sacrifice to the Lord and to keep his vow. But Hannah did not go. She told her husband, wait until the boy is weaned. Then I will take him to the tabernacle and leave him there with the Lord permanently.
Oh my gosh. You're just going to leave him on the fucking doorstep of the tabernacle.
She's giving him to God, just like she promised.
That's crazy. You can just, you're going to get him weaned and that's it. And
she just wanted a baby long enough to feed him and then get rid of him.
That is crazy.
That is weird and I don't get it.
Yeah.
Now she feels fulfilled, right?
I guess. I mean...
Well, whatever you think is best, Elkanah agreed. Stay here for now, and may the Lord help you keep your promise.
I find it hard to believe, and I'm just saying, I find it hard to believe a man that has 2 wives in the Bronze Age is just going to let a son go without fighting his wife. Did he endorse this vow that she made when she made it?
Because have no idea.
I don't recall that, and as I recall, also, men have to, give their permission for their wife to make a vow.
That is true. But he may be whatever, I've got these other kids over here. That's fine. It's fine.
I guess that's true.
Who knows?
Okay.
So she stayed home and nursed the boy until he was weaned. When the child was weaned, Hannah took him to the tabernacle in Shiloh. They brought along a 3-year-old bull for the sacrifice and a basket of flour and some wine.
So not only do you got to give your kid up, you got to sacrifice all your shit, flour too. And wine, huh?
Yeah. After sacrificing the bull, they brought the boy to Eli. Okay. Sir, do you remember me? Hannah asked. I am the very woman who stood here several years ago praying to the Lord. I asked the Lord to give me this boy, and he has granted my request. Now I am giving him to the Lord, and he will belong to the Lord his whole life.
There must have been a lot less people back then because I can't remember somebody I dealt with 2 days ago. So... She's wanting them to remember years ago. I'm like, whoa. Okay.
I mean, yeah, that tracks though. I mean, he's a priest too. That's kind of his job.
I guess, but even if I was, I mean, technically, my job kind of should require me remembering people, but I don't remember anything. I'm like, you have to remind me. I actually tell people up front, I'm like, I'm not going to remember you. So
your honesty serves you well.
Yeah, it does.
So, okay, so she's like, thank you. And they worship the Lord there. The end.
That's it.
Huh? That's the chapter.
Okay.
Yeah, so I had one more sentence and you were like yakking and I was got it.
God damn it. So Sammy Boy's born.
And weaned.
And weaned and now with Eli.
And now he's go with God.
Okay. And he's going to have the magical hair.
Yeah.
Or something.
Probably. Maybe. Who knows?
Apparently that's a thing.
I
don't know.
I don't either.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys tomorrow for
1 Samuel chapter 2.
It's so weird to say that way. Like 1 Samuel chapter, like 1 Samuel chapter 1, 1 Samuel chapter 2. Too many fucking numbers in the name.
It's because there's 2 Samuel chapters.
I know.
It's going to be that way with King. There's 1 Kings, 2 Kings, and then Chronicles. 1 Chronicles, 2 Chronicles. So that was my long-winded way of saying get used to it.
Yeah. No, I got you. All right. Well, we will see you guys tomorrow.
Yep. Husband.
Wife.
Do you remember what happened yesterday?
Sammy Boy was born.
Sammy Boy was born.
In the 1 Samuels.
Do you remember? Yeah, the 1 Samuels. That's right.
Right.
Do you remember his parents' names?
No.
Elkanah and Hannah.
Why you got to throw a quiz out on me on the second episode of this book?
Because
it's rude.
Because shut up! It is not rude. Because we're about to hear his mom talk, and I think it's important to remember who the mom is.
Got it.
And, and he was born, and was it easy? Like, did she just be like, I'm going to have a baby? The end.
Just popped out?
No. That's not what happened.
Okay.
Do you remember what happened?
No, I don't.
Okay, there it is. She had to go, like, beg and be like,
oh, that's right.
Lord of hosts or Lord of...
I thought you were talking about the actual birthing process, but you're talking about the actual, like, conceiving of the baby in the first place.
Yeah.
Then she dumped it to Eli.
And then she just went to the church and was like, here you go.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
okay.
That happened.
So today we are doing
1 Samuel chapter 2.
All right. And let's get into 1 Samuel chapter 2. Yeah. Okay. Let's do it.
Bye. Okay, 1 Samuel chapter 2.
Okay.
The Song of Hannah.
We're not singing again, are we?
No.
Thank God.
I mean, she's going to pray, and I guess it's a song.
Okay, well, we're not singing it.
I'm not singing it.
Fuck singing.
No, yeah, fuck singing.
Especially Bible singing.
Right.
Bible singing's right out.
It's right out. But can you see why I wanted you to know the name of Samuel's parents?
Yeah. Yeah, because she's doing a song.
Hannah, and it's the
she's going to sing
Hannah.
A song.
Yeah. She's
going to sing it loud.
Sing us a song. You're the
singer lady.
I know. I had nothing. Like, I stopped because I was like, wait, brain.
Right. Yeah. No.
I don't have a brain.
Right.
Okay. Then Hannah prayed, my heart rejoices in the Lord. The Lord has made me strong. Now I have an answer for my enemies. I rejoice because you rescued me.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
You have a southern accent for a lot of people in the Bible.
Well, sometimes it feels good.
I'm just saying.
Sometimes it feels right.
Okay.
I just got to go where my heart is.
Got it. Okay.
No one is holy like the Lord.
Not a one. Yeah. No one.
There's no one besides you. There's no one like you. There's no rock like our God.
No. Oh, that they're referring to God as a rock. Or is it like a solid? Does that mean like a solid fixture in their lives, or does it mean like the actual rock, like the one that Moses beat the water out of?
I gotta tell you what, it's capital R.
That should be a thing. You say, "I'm gonna beat the water out of you." Huh?
Oh my God,
I think that's awesome.
My mom used to say, "I'm gonna beat the tar out of you," which never made any sense to me because I'm not full of tar.
There's no tar, right? Yeah. But we do have water,
right?
So yeah, that would work.
Yeah. Stop acting so proud and haughty. Who's she talking to?
People.
Don't speak with such arrogance.
Yeah, stop it.
For the Lord is a God who knows what you've done.
Amen.
You have done. He will judge your actions.
I'm gonna judge my ass, that's for sure.
The bow of the mighty is now... Oh, it's bow.
Bow.
But you can't know ahead of time till you read the sentence. No, it's B-O-W. You can't know if it's a bow or a bow.
Okay.
It could be a hair bow.
You're right.
Or it could be a
No,
bow.
you are absolutely right.
And I thought
it's a bow. You said it's a bow, not a bow.
No, it is a bow.
It's a bow.
Like a tree bow.
It's a bow.
Wait.
A bow.
Wait, hold on.
Bow.
If it shut up. Hold on. If you're breaking it, that means it was a branch, which is a bough, right?
Yeah, I think.
Right?
On the bough. Yeah. The baby sits on the bough and the breaks, remember?
Remember that time when we put our baby in the tree the bough breaks? The baby fell, remember?
The baby will fall, yeah.
Remember?
Right. That one time.
Never. That never happened, just so you know. Like, don't go calling, like, child services on us. We never put our child in a tree.
Not once, no.
They put themselves in a tree.
Yeah, they did put themselves in a tree.
Multiple
times.
Trees.
Yeah.
Multiple trees, multiple times.
Yeah.
They used to hang upside down in the tree.
They did.
That was so cute.
Yeah.
I could never do that. Mm-mm.
I did when I was younger. But
Did you really?
Yeah.
I was never hanging upside down from trees.
Oh, I hung upside down from everything.
That seemed foolish. Okay, the bow of the mighty is now broken, and those who stumbled are now strong.
Okay.
I don't understand this song at all.
Right? Yeah.
This song feels
The bow is broken. They stumbled, and now they're strong?
I guess.
Because of God, I'm assuming.
Those who were well-fed are now starving, and those who were starving are now full.
Okay.
Oh, we're doing opposites.
Yeah, this is opposite day.
Did you ever watch Sesame Street, and they had the guys, and they were opposites?
Probably.
The guy would run as close to the camera as possible, and he'd go near, and then he'd run away and go for.
Yeah.
And then he'd run back and go opposites. The childless woman now has 7 children.
Damn.
And the woman with many children wastes away.
That's sad.
I mean, I guess if she got old, that happens.
Whatever.
Right?
Who knows?
I don't know. The Lord gives both death and life. He brings down some to the grave, but raises others up. Sometimes you breathe oxygen, and sometimes you choke and die. That was a me.
Right, that was you.
That was me. Sometimes you write with a pen, and sometimes you write with a pencil.
And sometimes a Sharpie.
And sometimes, sometimes you type on a computer, and sometimes you type on your phone.
Yeah.
Right?
Or a typewriter, even.
Oh,
we have one that we could type on.
We have multiple typewriters.
Right, yeah, we do.
We collect them.
Typewriters are awesome.
I love typewriters. Okay, the Lord. I'm going back to the book now.
Okay, yeah.
No more wifeisms.
Yeah.
The Lord makes some poor and others rich. Okay.
Yep. Okay.
That happens.
The Lord does that. Okay.
The Lord does it.
Not capitalism.
No.
Nope.
No. Not
the Lord.
Not your fellow man neither. it's the Lord.
Yeah.
He decides.
Definitely.
He brings some down and he lifts others up. See, we're doing opposites.
Right. Yeah. Some are down, some are up.
Some cats have whiskers.
Sometimes you feel like a nut.
And sometimes you don't. He lifts the poor from the dust and the needy from the garbage dump. Let me never be in a fucking garbage dump.
Yeah, that's not a good place to hang out. Yeah.
I do not want to be in a garbage dump.
I will make sure to voice my opinion about you getting into the next garbage dump.
Wife, don't get in the garbage dump. Stop what you're doing right now. He sets them among princes, placing them in seats of honor. The garbage dump people?
Yeah, apparently.
I think
the dust people. The dust people and the garbage people.
You know what? I know a lot of garbage people.
I do too.
And they do not deserve to be on thrones. But you know who does deserve to be on a throne? The people who collect the garbage men. The garbage collectors.
You think so?
They are not garbage people. Like the people that come, like trash night is every Tuesday. You put your cans out.
Right.
And the next morning, they come and haul your trash away, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
You think they deserve to be on a throne?
My God, yes. I don't want to fuck with trash.
I think most of those people probably voted for Trump, maybe.
Oh, you think garbage...
I would guess. I'm just guessing.
Some garbage guys.
Oh, no doubt. I'm sure there's great...
vote for Trump.
I bet there's a lot of great garbage guys. But you know what? It's just one of those working class jobs that, like, I just imagine. Because I worked construction. I did things like that, when I was younger. I know these people. And they're the ones that are, listening to Rush Limbaugh and shit. I mean... dead now, so they aren't listening to him.
Sad.
But
I wanted to imagine that the trash men and I'm being very sexist. I have not known any trash women or trash other genders.
Right.
So I apologize. I'm being very like one-dimensional here.
Sure.
But I always think of it as the trash man.
Right, right.
You know, like the song "The Trash Man Cometh."
Right.
That's not a song.
No.
I made that up.
I know.
But I just feel like, you know, they should be praised. And now you're saying, but they voted for Trump.
I mean,
That
that's
makes
just
me
my
sad.
guess. It's just my guess.
Don't vote
That's
for
all.
Trump, trash mans. Don't do it.
Lift yourselves up.
Lift yourselves up. Don't be with the dust.
Yeah.
And
In the trash.
Go sit on a throne and don't vote for Trump.
Right.
Okay, for all the earth is the Lord's, and he has set the world in order.
At least the Middle East is the Lord's.
Oh my God. We're still singing, though. I'm kind of bored of this now.
Yeah, I know.
He will protect his faithful ones, but the wicked will disappear in darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, not darkness.
But then they'll come back wealthier than ever, remember?
Oh, yeah.
So they're good, just
Okay.
later.
All right. No one will succeed by strength alone. I mean...
Okay.
but,
I mean, yeah.
like, if you...
What's that got to do with anything?
If you be strong, you can succeed at things.
Yeah, but if you don't have a brain, you can't figure out what to pick up. So...
I guess that's true. All right. Those who fight against the Lord will be shattered. False.
Right. Yes. Even according to the Bible, that is false.
False. He thunders against them from heaven.
No, he makes other people thunder against them while he sits there on his ass.
But only if he's paying attention and feels
Right,
like it that
day.
day. The Lord judges throughout the earth. He does do that.
At least the Middle East.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
It's
I've
true.
never seen him leave that little area there.
No, it's true.
So,
He gives power to his king.
which
They
one
don't
is?
have
Wait,
kings,
who's
do
king?
they?
What?
He gives power. God gives power.
To his king.
Whoever the king is.
Oh, okay, but like the way they said it made it seem like God has a king.
No. He gives power to whoever
Is king.
Whoever the king is, it's his. It's
Got
his
it.
king.
Got it.
And God gives power to him.
Okay.
But I thought this is a time of no king.
So does that mean that God claims all kings?
Or
if you
do
were a
all
king-
kings claim God?
Because I bet there's some people that have some bones to pick over that.
Probably.
Just saying.
I don't think God picks the kings. I think the kings pick God. That's
Yeah.
what I think.
I think the kings use God.
Yes.
That's what I
That's
think.
what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. He increases the strength of his anointed one. I mean, if he's in the mood, he does.
Right.
Other times he might be like, no, I don't like the cut of your jib, sir.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, that was the end of the song.
Okay.
Then Elkanah returned home to Ramah without Samuel. Left the boy there.
Mm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And the boy served the Lord by assisting Eli the priest. That's the end of that section. Okay? Next section. All right, so the next section is the sins of Eli's sons. Now, the sons of Eli were scoundrels. Nice.
Yeah.
Who had no respect for the Lord or for their duties as priests.
Mm.
All right.
Okay.
They were scoundrels, all right.
Yep.
Bad boys.
Yep.
Whenever anyone offered a sacrifice, Eli's son would send over a servant with a 3-pronged fork. Motherfuckers.
Why?
While the meat of the sacrificed animal was still boiling, the servant would stick the fork into the pot and demand that whatever it brought up would be given to Eli's sons. That's why.
Okay.
Damn.
I guess.
They were scoundrels.
Yeah.
Look at those animal boiling thieves.
Right. Yeah.
All the Israelites who came to worship at Shiloh were treated this way. Bastards.
Yeah.
I don't like those kids.
No.
Sometimes the servant would even come before the animal's fat had been burned on the altar. God damn it.
Yeah. You're not supposed to, so, like, you remember how God used to get pissed off if you fucked up some, like, ritual thing.
Yeah.
He'd fucking kill your ass.
He would kill your
I mean,
ass.
I'd be pissed off if I was Aaron's sons because they died for a fucking fire.
Yeah, and they picked sticks on the wrong day
And
or
these
some
guys
shit.
are eating food before it's ready.
He would demand raw meat before it had been boiled so that it could be used for roasting. So they're just over here stealing food. They don't care if it's a ritual food. They're just
They stopped
gimme.
pretending that the grift was a
grift.
They dropped the facade.
They're like the current Republicans.
Yeah, they're just like, well, it's out now, so whatever.
Yeah,
we're just doing this.
We're just being racist. We're no longer pretending we're not.
Right.
The man offering the sacrifice might reply, take as much as you want, but the fat must be burned first. Stupid.
Yeah, right?
Then the servant would demand, no, Give it to me now, or I'll take it by force.
Good Lord.
Woof. So the sin of these young men was very serious in the Lord's sight.
Apparently.
For they treated the Lord's offering with contempt.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
So they're going to die, right?
I think that it would be only fair considering what else happened to people.
How long did they get, they got away with this for quite a while, though, it looks
Apparently.
So this wasn't just like a one-time instance.
Yeah.
It was a lot of people.
They did it a lot.
Yeah.
But Samuel, though he was only a boy, served the Lord. As well he should.
Of course he did, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's who this story's about.
Right, it's about him, so he's got to be the good one.
He wore a linen garment like that of a priest.
Oh, that makes him good. Linen garments. That's always... People that wear linen are always good.
I have a linen garment. Does that make me like a
When
priest?
you're wearing it, yeah.
I'm going to go put it on so I can be like a priest. Each year, his mother made a small coat for him. Was it a multicolored coat? And brought it to him when she came with her husband for the sacrifice. Before they returned home, Eli would bless Elkanah and his wife and say, "May the Lord give you and other children to take the place of this one she gave to the Lord."
That's nice.
He's like, "Thanks, Mommy."
Right.
For giving
Even though you're
me,
not really Mommy because you left me here. So
yeah. But he's like, "You guys are awesome parents."
Right. Yeah.
I like living here and I hope that other kids do good. What?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand. Like, I don't understand, like, boarding school. I don't understand just, like, dropping your kid off and seeing them once a year. I don't get it.
I don't know.
I mean, I know that other cultures do that sort of thing. Sure. I know that, like, boarding school is a thing in England. I don't understand
different things to different people, I guess, you know?
I like my kid being around.
Sure.
And the Lord blessed Hannah, and she conceived and gave birth to 3 sons and 2 daughters.
Dang.
Holy shit. She went from 0 to 100, man. Yeah. Meanwhile, Samuel grew up in the presence of the Lord. Mm-hmm. So all you have to do is give a baby to God, and then you can have a bunch
all the babies
more.
You want. Yeah.
Except what if you don't want a bunch of babies?
Well, I guess you could stop screwing. So
you could do that. Okay. Now Eli was very old, but he was aware of what his sons were doing to the people of Israel. Mm-hmm. He knew, for instance, that his sons were seducing the young women who assisted at the entrance of the tabernacle.
And yet he let them keep doing it?
And when he says seduce, I'm sure that what he really means is harass and rape.
Right.
Eli said to them, "I've been hearing reports from all the people about the wicked things you are doing. Why do you keep sinning? You must stop, my sons. The reports I hear among the Lord's people are not good. If someone sins against another person, God can mediate for the guilty party. But if someone sins against the Lord, who can intercede?"
Well, God can.
You know what you could do, my good sir? You could pull your sons up and give them a spanking, even though they're too old for spankings at this point.
Yeah.
What you could do is take away their phones and ground them to their fucking room. What you could do is say, "Do that again, and I will punch you in the fucking wiener, you dipshit."
Right.
That's what you could do, sir.
Yeah.
But, far be it from me to tell you how to parent your little fucking shits.
Right.
But Eli's sons wouldn't listen to their father. Why should they? They never had before, and they got away with it.
Right.
For the Lord was already planning to put them to death. You know, but not before they raped a lot and stole food. Right. Yeah, they get to...
They definitely got away with it for quite a while.
Yeah.
Longer than they should have.
Way longer than Aaron's kids did. Meanwhile, the boy Samuel grew taller and grew in favor with the Lord and with the people.
Meanwhile? What do you mean meanwhile? Like, he grew... Like, the Lord was going to kill them, but meanwhile, this kid grew up.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
These other kids over here, rapey fucks that steal, they really suck. But meanwhile, we keep letting them do that while Samuel grows up.
Right. Yeah. Eventually he'll kill him.
Yeah. They might die someday. Not anytime
this decade, but next decade for sure.
They might die someday. Like, really? Because we all might. So I fail to see how that's a fucking threat.
Right.
I might die someday, honey. Did you know it?
I did, actually.
Did you?
I did. I might die also someday.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
It didn't occur to me.
Yep. Oh. It's true.
It's a threat. It's a threat.
Right?
I guess I better behave.
Yeah. We better, go to church or something, right?
Maybe then I won't die someday, ?
Fuck no. I ain't going to church.
Stupid. One day a man of God came to Eli and gave him this message from the Lord. Oh. Okay. The man of God said this to Eli. Okay, so where did he get the message from the Lord, I wonder, though?
I don't know. Just some random dude.
Send it in a letter, baby. Tell me on the phone.
It's supposed to be a really rare occurrence that there's, prophets and stuff.
But they just
kind of fucking pour out of the woodwork in the Bible.
They just
at least
roll
in the
around.
Old Testament. They're like, oh, there's a prophet. Oh, we don't even name this one. He's so fucking boring.
Yeah. So this guy, unnamed guy, says, I revealed myself to your ancestors when they were Pharaoh's slaves in Egypt.
What the fuck?
Is he like thousands
this is during
of years
the time
old?
of Phineas, right?
Yeah.
He'd have, no, I mean, okay, so like.
Hundreds at least.
Yeah, he's at least over like 200, 300 years old.
I chose your ancestor Aaron from among all. Oh, wait. He's delivering this message from God. So God, this man is reading as though God is saying these words. This is God's words.
Okay.
God read the man. Okay, let me start over.
That was confusing.
Yeah, that was confusing. I
was really like,
let me start over.
What the fuck's going on here?
Yeah, so
Is this guy like Gollum? He's just been alive forever somewhere in the background hiding in a mountain?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to start the letter over.
Okay, all right. We're starting it over.
Yeah. I, God, read the man, revealed myself to your ancestors when they were Pharaoh's slaves in Egypt. I, God, read the man, chose your ancestor Aaron from among all the tribes of Israel to be my priest, to offer sacrifices on my altar, to burn incense, and to wear the priestly vest as he served me.
Yeah.
And I, God, read the man.
Yeah.
Assigned the sacrificial sacrificial offerings to you priests.
Mm-hmm.
So why do you scorn my sacrifices and offerings? Why do you give your sons more honor than you give me? For you and they have become fat from the best offerings of my people of Israel.
He's getting on to Eli too.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
He's like, you better spank those boys.
Right?
Therefore, the Lord, the God of Israel says, I promised that your branch of the tribe of Levi would always be my priests, but I will honor those who honor me, and I will despise those who think lightly of me. The time has come, continued the man.
He's going to break his vow here. Is that what we're
when I will put an end to your family, so they will die before their time. Damn.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yep.
He's a liar face.
Well, I mean, we knew that already.
You will watch with envy as I pour out prosperity on the people of Israel. But no members of your family will ever live out their days.
Damn.
He lied. He lied. He's like, I promise a thing, but you're pissing me off, so the promise doesn't hold anymore.
Right. It's a promise until he decides it's not anymore.
Right.
That's not much of a fucking promise.
Yeah.
That's just like a standing agreement.
I mean, if he said, like, as long as you keep doing this, I will continue, but that's not what it was.
Right. When you vow something, that's like it's a fucking vow, right? Like, you can't break a vow to God, but apparently God can break a vow to humans, so that's some bullshit.
So, okay, no members of your family will live out their days. The few not cut off from serving at my altar will survive, but only so their eyes can go blind and their hearts break, and their children will die a violent death.
Because, you know, torture's fun.
So let me just get this straight. I let an entire generation of people be rapey fucks, stealing food, and doing stupid shit, and then I stepped in and interceded.
Yeah.
And then what I did was enact fucking torture.
Yeah.
Got it.
God is like, he likes to, like, he's the kid that likes to pull the legs off the ants, you know? Like, he's just like, let's just fuck with them. But I want to watch them rape first. Right.
Like, we got to get a few rapes and you know, other torturings in first before I step in.
Definitely. Like, I mean, just a few years, maybe a decade. I don't know.
More than a decade. Samuel came of age, you know?
Right. No, I know.
Yeah. Okay. So, and to prove that what I have said will come true, I will cause your two sons, Hophni and Phinehas, to die on the same day.
Dang.
Then I will raise up a faithful priest who will serve me and do what I desire. I will establish his family, and they will be priests to my anointed kings forever.
Forever. Is this a vow?
Is it a for real forever, or is it a till I change my mind forever?
Right. Well, I would say that it's until he changes his mind, because we don't know of any fucking family that is like that now, right?
Right, exactly. Then all of your surviving family will bow before him, begging for money and food. Please, they will say, give us jobs among the priests so we will have enough to eat. The end.
Okay. That's ridiculous.
That's some bullshit right there.
Yeah. Like, I don't even... God is just stupid. I mean... Like, he just...
The story is stupid. So...
It is.
Men are stupid.
Well, no, they come up with, like... It's so random. Like, they say all these, like... This is supposed to be the word of God, A.
Mm-hmm.
And B, he says all these magnanimous things. I vow to do this. I promise to do that. You guys are going to populate the stars and whatever. Fuck cares, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then you turn around like 2 books later and he's like, yeah, fuck it. I'm going to change all that around again.
Exactly.
And then we're sitting here going, what?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make any goddamn sense. If you are a god,
you saw this coming. And
right.
So you made the appropriate vow, which wasn't this is the way it is forever, the end.
Right. I call bullshit.
Yeah.
I call absolute bullshit.
I, too, call absolute bullshit.
All right. Well, since we've called absolute bullshit, should we call the end of the episode, too?
Probably. So we'll see you guys tomorrow with 1 Samuel chapter 3.
See you guys.
Husband.
Wife.
Do you remember what happened yesterday?
There was a song that Samuel's mom sang. Hannah.
Hannah Banana?
That one, yeah. She sang. We didn't sing. She sung.
She sang.
Maybe.
Do you remember what it was about?
People suck. Israelites suck, maybe a little bit.
No,
they weren't doing well. The glory of God. God's the most important. Something like that.
God is awesome. Give me a baby. Thank you for the baby.
And if I just say God a lot, I'll get it right one of those times.
She was like, "Thank you so much for the baby. You're so fucking awesome."
Right.
Yeah. And now I gave him to the church. What?
That's right. Oh, and then Eli and his sons kind of suck.
Yeah, they more than kind of suck.
They really suck. They're going to die.
They're bad.
Yeah.
They're very bad.
Right. Did they die or are they going to die?
They're going to die.
Okay. All right.
And what else? Samuel is a very good boy.
I mean, according to God in the Bible. Yeah.
He and his hair are very good.
Him and Samson should get together.
And his parents come and see him once a year.
Is it a weird thing that Samuel and Sam, both have good hair?
I mean,
I think that's odd, right? They both start with Sam.
I don't know.
Samuel and Samson. Good hair in the Bible.
I don't know.
Is it a thing?
You're talking about Greek and whatever that other language is.
Oh,
and to English.
Okay, fair enough. So it might have been like Bukarak and, whatever, something else.
I don't know. I mean, sure.
All right, what are we doing today?
You're bored now.
I'm bored now, yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah.
We are doing 1 Samuel chapter 3.
Let's go do this shit.
Okay. Okay, 1 Samuel chapter 3.
Okay.
The Lord calls Samuel. Ring, ring.
What does he call him?
Ring, ring. Ring, ring.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch. Just kidding. Meanwhile, the boy Samuel served the Lord by assisting Eli. Remember?
Yeah.
That was already happening.
Right. That's not changed.
Meanwhile,
plus, wasn't God not happy? God's not happy with Eli, right?
I don't think so.
I didn't think he was.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Samuel's okay. He's the goodest of good boys.
Right. But if Eli is bad and Samuel's serving him, isn't he serving someone who's bad?
I wonder if he's like only doing the good things he's supposed to do.
Okay.
I don't know. Now, in those days, messages from the Lord were very rare, and visions were quite uncommon.
In those days. That holds true today as well.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know of any.
I'm glad that they finally validated a thing that we've been saying.
There was the Jesus on the toast, but I mean, other than that.
Anyway, I'm glad that they're validating a thing that we noticed, which was that God seems to have disappeared.
Yes.
And they're like, no, in those days, God disappeared.
Yes.
But apparently he's coming back.
I don't think so. I haven't seen the dude.
I mean, in this chapter.
Oh, in this chapter. Okay.
He's going to make an appearance in this chapter.
Enough. Yeah, in this fictional book.
Yes.
Got it.
One night, Eli, who was almost blind by now, had gone to bed. As almost blind people do.
Yeah, you might as well just sleep. You're blind.
I mean, I'm not blind and I go to sleep.
I'm joking, by the way.
I sleep all the time.
I know that didn't mean to. That was bad.
That was bad.
Yeah, I shouldn't have made that joke. Sorry.
You're a horrible human being.
I am just now.
I'm glad that you held
for
yourself to account. I just moved on because all I could think is, I'm not blind and all I do is want to sleep.
Right. No, that was bad.
That was bad.
I take it back.
Okay. I will beat him later tonight, guys.
Yeah, she will. Don't worry.
The lamp of God had not yet gone out. The lamp of God. The lamp of God.
Is Aladdin there?
You're stupid.
No? Okay.
I'm thinking like the lamp of God, like at the tabernacle or some shit.
I've never heard of the fucking lamp of God.
I don't know. What's the lamp of God?
I have no idea.
But it had not gone out yet, okay?
Okay, it's not out.
And Samuel was sleeping in the tabernacle near the Ark of God.
Okay.
Okay.
So the Ark of God would be the Ark of the Covenant, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
just clarifying because they didn't call it the Ark of God before they called it the Ark of the Covenant. So.
Well, they've called it many different things.
Sure. Okay.
Suddenly, the Lord called out, Samuel! Yes, Samuel replied. What is it? He got up and ran to Eli. Here I am. Did you call me? I didn't call you, Eli replied. Go back to bed.
The fuck?
Like the rest of his sentence was dumbass.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
So he did.
Okay.
Then the Lord called out again, Samuel! I'm sorry.
This guy's a fucking idiot.
I'm having too much fun.
Right. Yeah, that's awesome.
At the Bible's expense here.
No,
sorry.
No, it's great.
Again, Samuel got up and went to Eli. Here I am. Did you call me?
Right. Apparently God sounds like Eli.
I didn't call you, my son, Eli said. Go back to bed.
Yeah.
Samuel did not yet know the Lord because he had never heard a message from the Lord before.
I mean,
neither have I.
Yeah.
But I wonder if I heard somebody going, wife. I wonder if I would be like, the fuck.
I mean,
if somebody was like, husband, would you be like, what, wife, what?
I mean, probably, unless it didn't sound like you, then I'd be like, what the fuck is that?
That's what I'm wondering. Does it sound like Eli?
I mean, it must, right? Or he's just, I don't know. Who knows?
I don't think I would confuse a God voice with anybody else, I would think.
Why is God just yelling his name?
Samuel! Samuel!
I don't really understand what's going on here. Wouldn't he clarify, hey, I'm going to talk to you now and I'm God?
Or like poke him. Like, hey,
yeah, right.
hey.
I'm here.
Hey,
yo,
over
what's
here.
up, man?
Hey.
I got to talk to you.
Hi! So the Lord called a third time.
Uh-huh.
And once more. Oh, but they didn't do a quote, so I can't call him.
Oh, okay.
Samuel!
I mean, might as well, yeah.
And once more, Samuel got up and went to Eli. Here I am! Did you call me? Then Eli realized it was the Lord who was calling the boy.
Eli realized it was the Lord. Oh.
Eli did.
Got it.
So
Okay.
he said to Samuel, look, my son, look, go and lie down again, and if someone calls again, say, speak, Lord, your servant is listening. Sounds like a message machine.
Yeah, right.
Hello, you have reached the offices of Samuel. Please leave a message.
Yeah.
So Samuel went back to bed, and the Lord came and called as before. A fourth fucking time? Wow. Samuel!
It must be really fucking important if God's pestering him this much.
Samuel!
Yeah.
He called him twice, but I added a couple more because
sure.
It was fun.
Why not? Yeah.
Samuel! And Samuel replied, speak, your servant is listening. Then the Lord said to Samuel, I'm about to do a shocking thing in Israel.
Okay. What's the don't...
Hey! Hey, watch this, Sam. Hey, Sam, watch. I'm so sorry.
I'm going streaking through town, man.
Oh,
it's shocking.
Shocking. I am going to carry out all my threats against Eli and his family from beginning to end.
Oh my gosh.
That is shocking.
Hey, I'm going to kill these people.
Hey, watch. Sam. Hey, Sam.
This is really cool. Watch.
It's going to be shocking.
Yes, it's shocking.
I have warned him that judgment is coming upon his family forever.
Yeah.
Because the sons are blaspheming God, and he hasn't disciplined them. See, I told you they needed discipline.
They
needed their ass spanked.
I think they're going to get more than spanked.
They are going to get in trouble.
It's going to be shocking.
It's going to be so shocking. So, continued God, I have vowed that the sins of Eli and his sons will never be forgiven by sacrifices or offerings.
Oh my God. I thought he was going to kill him, though.
I thought he was a forgiving God.
You know, if they want to portray him that way, sure, but no, he's not.
He's not. He's a petty little bitch.
He really is.
I mean, depending on the day.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Samuel stayed in bed until morning.
Mm-hmm.
I would too. then got up and opened the doors of the tabernacle as usual. Let me ask you this.
Okay.
So Eli knows that God is talking to Samuel.
And he knows that he's said, your sons are shit.
Yeah. I mean, if you were Eli, would you not be like, hey, Samuel.
What did he say, man?
Sam,
what's going on?
What happened?
What's the down low, man? I've raised you, man. What's going on?
Tell me.
I need to know.
Am I in trouble?
Yeah.
Sam.
Is he all right with me? Is everything good?
Is anything shocking about to happen that I should be aware of? What's his name? Samuel was afraid to tell Eli what the Lord had said to him. Yeah, he was. Yeah. But Eli called out to him, hey, Samuel, my son. Here I am, Samuel replied.
Damn it. Trying to hide.
What did the Lord say to you? Tell me everything. I mean, God strike you and even kill you if you hide everything from me.
That's not his decision to make, I don't think, is it? He doesn't get to say you have to tell me.
Hey, tell me.
What if God had specifically said, don't tell Eli? Well, then it doesn't really matter what that dude says, right?
I don't know, because here's the thing. God's invisible and sometimes not around.
Yeah.
And is he going to get your back? You're supposed to have faith that, yes, he will. Mm-hmm. But also, maybe that's arrogant of you. And so maybe you shouldn't. You just never know which way it'll go.
Right.
Whereas, so I've got invisible might have my back, but might not. Who fucking knows? I could pick up sticks wrong. Right. Who knows? Or I've got this dude that is standing right in front of me and is cursing me dead. Yeah, I'm going to tell him.
Right.
Regardless.
Yeah.
Okay? Uh-huh. Which is what he does. So Samuel told Eli everything. He didn't hold anything back.
Wow.
Yeah. He's like, you are in trouble.
Got it. So what was the point of God telling Samuel, though? Why couldn't God have just come to Eli and been like, hey, dude, I'm going to fuck you up?
Eli. Hey, Eli, I'm about to do something shocking. Yeah. You're not going to like this. But here's what happened.
Okay.
It is the Lord's will, Eli replied. Let him do what he thinks best.
Okay.
I mean, good for him, I guess. Whatevs.
That's
No, ready?
No, that's okay. Yeah, I'm ready.
As Samuel grew up.
How many times? Wait. Didn't he grow up before? Once before?
He's still growing up.
He's growing up.
This is
the second part of growing up.
This is growing up some more.
This is like teenage. The other one was prepubescent.
Sure.
Okay.
So the shocking thing didn't
happen yet.
Didn't happen.
Okay.
And apparently
it's a long gap.
Hey, Samuel, one of these years, a long time from now,
something shocking will happen.
It's going to be so shocking.
Yeah.
You won't even know.
In the meantime, you might be worried that you were hearing voices in your head because I didn't do anything when I said.
And also, you might be worried that Eli is going to take it out on you.
Yeah, because, you told him.
Oh, well.
Right.
Just oh, well. Mm-hmm. As Samuel grew up, the Lord was with him, and everything Samuel said proved to be reliable.
Okay.
And so all Israel, from Dan in the north to Beersheba in the south, knew that Samuel was confirmed as a prophet of the Lord.
Ah, okay.
The Lord continued to appear at Shiloh and gave messages to Samuel there at the tabernacle.
To this day. Oh, not to this day.
The end.
The end.
The end.
Okay.
So something shocking will happen someday.
But apparently there were more messages, not just that.
Apparently.
Because they said that he was still receiving them.
He's getting more message. I would be like, could you just wait and give it to me all at once?
Right.
Like this Morse code over the years is kind of bullshittery.
Wouldn't it get a little tempting if, people thought that you were receiving messages from God to abuse that power a little bit?
I would totally.
God totally said that you need to go get that thing over there for me because
excuse me, husband. God said that it's your turn to scoop the litter box.
Yeah, it was God's decree. I mean,
I can't help it.
Yeah.
God said.
Completely.
And he said if you don't, it's going to be shocking.
It'll be a curse on you.
And it'll be shocking.
It'll be shocking. We'll shout it from the mountaintops.
I will be shocked.
Curse Mountain. I'm going to go to Curse Mountain even.
Curse Mountain.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's a big time.
Wow.
And it'll be shocking.
It will be shocking.
It will.
So you're going to scoop the litter box tonight then?
I'm not. Are you shocked?
Damn it. No.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
Okay. So we're done, right?
Yeah, I wonder what's going to happen. They keep saying something's about to happen and then nothing does.
Whatever it is, it's going to be shocking.
Stupid.
All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going to be reading
1 Samuel chapter 4.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye. Husband.
Wife.
Do you remember what happened yesterday?
No, I actually don't. I'm sorry. I've been doing like a lot of work on the website and Twitter and so I forgot. And
well, the Lord called Samuel.
Remember? Oh yeah, he called him like 4 times. 4 times? 5 times? I don't know. A lot of times.
A number of times.
A number of times. Yes.
And Samuel was like, "What?"
Yeah.
Because he thought it was Eli.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Eli was like, "Wait, hold on. I know.
Might be God."
Yeah. You should go talk to that dude.
Yeah. And then God was like, "I'm gonna fuck Eli's shit up."
Yeah.
And then,
well, what did he say? He said he's gonna do something
shocking.
Shocking. Yeah.
And then
shocking.
And then Eli was like, "What did he say? You better tell me." And then
brace yourself. It's shocking.
And then Samuel was like, "Okay, he's gonna fuck your shit up."
Right.
And then Eli was like, "Fair enough."
Yep. That's pretty much it. So today we are reading what?
We are reading 1 Samuel chapter 4.
Let's go do this shit.
Okie dokie. Okay, 1 Samuel chapter 4. The Philistines capture the ark.
Oh.
Yeah.
They capture the ark, huh?
Yeah.
Damn.
I know, right?
That's some big shit right there.
You know what that is?
That's the Ark of the Covenant.
That's shocking.
That's shocking.
That's what it is.
Wait, but that guy didn't say that's what the shocking thing was going to be. That was about killing the people.
Nonetheless, were you shocked?
They got the fucking Ark? Like, they just started the chapter off. Oh, they got the Ark, but FYI.
Spoilers.
What? They only spent a whole book building the fucking thing.
I know, and telling us all the dimensions and measurements.
Jesus Christ, that was awful, wasn't it?
Oh, that was horrible.
I never want to read that chapter. Those chapters ever again.
Let's never read any of that ever again.
My God.
Okay, ready?
I'm ready.
And Samuel's words went out to all the people of Israel. At that time, Israel was at war with the Philistines.
Mm-hmm, okay.
And just FYI, I looked up how to say the word Philistine.
Yeah.
Because I think I've been saying Philistine.
Ah, okay.
Because that's the way it's spelled. And I knew it was, I thought that I was probably wrong.
Got it. I'm sure we're wrong about all kinds of shit.
Oh, I'm sure. But Philistine is still a word that, is in common usage today.
Yeah, yeah.
And usually as an insult.
Yeah, what really cringes me a little bit is that, we keep getting more and more popular. And people tend to go back and listen to our whole podcast, right? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So we're going to start getting these, backtrack corrections, why did you say this? Well, that was a year and a half or 2 years ago, so we're really sorry, and we're still gonna fuck up more probably. So again, sorry.
I just always lean into I'm neither an academic nor a scholar, and I'm learning as I go, and get the fuck off me.
That's why we did our intro, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's yeah.
Because I want to make sure that
we just want to read the fucking thing.
Yeah, I don't know this shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. What up?
All right, I want to hear about the Philistines taking the ark.
Okay. The Israelite army was camped near Ebenezer, and the Philistines were at Aphek.
Okay.
The Philistines attacked and defeated the army of Israel, killing 4,000 men.
So God was not with them that day.
He was not with them that day, I can tell you.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
After the battle was over, the troops retreated to their camp, and the elders of Israel asked, "Why did the Lord allow us to be defeated by the Philistines?"
Curious about that myself.
Probably because they were doing wrong.
They were doing fuckery.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Then they said, "Hey, let's bring the Ark of the Covenant of the Lord from Shiloh. If we carry it into battle with us, it will save us from our enemies."
Sounds like a really bad idea. Although, they think it's the power of the Lord. So,
yeah, you know what? Okay, I'm laughing at them, but they were foolish and
as we've said before, look what it did to the Nazis.
It's true. All you got to do is watch Indiana Jones.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's true. Well, I mean, up until this point, they have thought that this thing is what's protecting them. So it wasn't necessarily given who they are and what they've done thus far, it was not necessarily a completely foolish choice.
Right, and let's be honest also, God is not exactly forthcoming about what he wants you to do and what you should do and what he's going to do.
It's true.
I mean, he's kind of a, very vague...
Hands-off dad.
Yeah, he's a vague dickhead, basically.
Yeah. I mean, this could really go either way. So,
right.
I don't know.
Well, considering what we already know about the chapter,
yeah, we know how it's going to go.
We know how it goes, at least initially.
Right. So they sent men to Shiloh to bring the Ark of the Covenant of the Lord of Heaven's armies, who is enthroned between the cherubim. The fuck?
Wow. So apparently, so God is enthroned between cherubim?
Apparently.
That's really cool. I did not know that, actually.
I did not know that either. We learned
at least that's what it sounds like, right? Like, that's what it says.
That's what it says.
Okay.
I
never knew that there was cherubim surrounding God.
I didn't
So
either.
that is something new I learned just now.
That's
cool.
They don't just hang about.
Do you think they have their bows with them?
Absolutely, they have their bows with them. What else are they good for if not having their bows with them?
Yeah, exactly.
Pring! Hophni and Phinehas, the sons of Eli, were also there with the Ark of the Covenant of God, as well they should be.
They were the ones that God's going to, do something shocking to.
They're the rapey fuckers that are running around.
But God's going to do something shocking. Oh, wait. They're the ones with the, hold on. Okay, shocking.
Look, you're putting it all together.
I'm slow, but
It was fun watching the light bulb go off over your head. When all the Israelites saw the Ark of the Covenant of the Lord coming into the camp, their shout of joy was so loud it made the ground shake.
Damn, that is really fucking loud.
Mm-hmm.
I bet some people lost their hearing that day.
I bet that there are cheerleaders who wish they could shout like that.
Right, yeah.
What's going on? The Philistines asked. What's all that shouting about in the Hebrew camp?
Who the fuck did they ask?
I don't know. They asked
each other, like, hey, what's going on over there? What's this
What
shit?
is it? Hey. What gives?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Come on.
When they were told it was because the Ark of the Lord had arrived, they fucking panicked.
Because they had what? Binoculars? Is that a thing back then?
It didn't say they saw it. They were told it.
Who fucking told them?
The guys on the front line.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I'm just curious.
The guys on the front line were like,
Fine.
I think I see. Oh shit, is that the Ark? Oh my God, we are so fucked.
I guess.
And then they were like, pass it on, pass it on, pass it on.
If they thought they were fucked, they wouldn't stay in battle. So.
Well, they did think they were fucked, but they stayed anyway.
Okay, all right.
The gods have come into their camp, they cried.
Oh, damn.
See, I told you.
The gods have come into their camp.
This is a disaster. We have never had to face anything like this before. Help!
Yeah.
And they literally cried, help! Who can save us from these mighty gods of Israel?
Yeah, that box is going to tear us a new one.
They, plural, are the same gods who destroyed the Egyptians with plagues when Israel was in the wilderness.
Gods.
Yeah. Fight as never before, Philistines. If you don't, we will become the Hebrews' slaves, just as they have been ours. Stand up and fight.
So basically, by bringing the Ark of the Covenant, they inspired the Philistines to fight harder.
Right.
Okay.
But out of fear.
Out of fear, yeah.
Yeah. These guys, well, you said that they panicked but they must not have panicked too hard or they would have left.
Right.
But no, they panicked.
Well, maybe they didn't.
Maybe there was like them up.
Maybe there was a famine in their homeland, and they're like, we really need to take this, guys. So it's either this or we die.
Yeah, we have nothing to lose here except our lives.
We don't know their situation.
Right.
We're just finding out that they're fighting the Israelites. That's all we know.
Yeah. So the Philistines fought desperately, and Israel was defeated again.
Damn.
The slaughter was great. Was it shockingly great?
I don't know.
30,000 Israelite soldiers died that day.
That's a lot of fucking people.
That is a lot of fucking people. That's more than one tribe. Because
think about there was one. The Levites were only 22,000, I think.
Yeah.
So
and I mean the tribe of Benjamin was tiny.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So they lost a lot of people that day.
That's a lot of people.
The survivors turned and fled to their tents. The Ark of God was captured.
Oh, no.
And Hophni and Phinehas, the two sons of Eli, were killed.
That is shocking.
I don't find it shocking that those 2 kids were killed. I really don't.
I'm just following through with...
No, I know.
Okay.
That yesterday,
right, yeah.
God was going to do something shocking.
I mean, the Ark of the Covenant, I think, is the shocking bit.
Yeah.
He just encapsulated it with killing those 2 guys.
And Eli was like, you got to do what you got to do, God.
Yeah.
And God's like, all right, watch.
Right, yeah. Here it is.
Damn.
Be shocked.
A man from the tribe of Benjamin ran from the battlefield and arrived at Shiloh later that same day. He had torn his clothes and put dust on his head to show his grief. That's how I show my grief, too.
Dust on his head. Torn. Yeah. I mean, I'm okay. Tearing the clothes, maybe, sort of, okay, great. But dust on your head? What the fuck's that got to do with, like, what? Was he just, like, beating his head against the ground or something, maybe?
I don't know. I just have this picture of this guy just, like, distraught. And he's, like, picking up dirt. And he's, like, rubbing it on his head. And he's just screaming with grief.
I just have this picture of people that act really weird back then. Because they do these weird things. And I'm like, what is this shit?
Yeah. Eli was waiting beside... Eli, who was alive... Oh, no, yeah, he's the father.
Yeah.
Eli was waiting beside the road to hear the news of the battle, for his heart trembled for the safety of the Ark of God.
Not his sons.
Not his sons.
He knew they were doomed.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, I already know about that.
Right, yeah.
When the messenger arrived and told what had happened, an outcry resounded throughout the town.
Yeah, I bet it did.
What is all the noise about? Eli asked. The messenger rushed over to Eli, who was 98 years old and blind. He said to Eli, I have come from the battlefield. I was there this very day. What happened, my son? Eli demanded. Israel has been defeated by the Philistines, the messenger replied. The people have been slaughtered, and your 2 sons, Hophni and Phinehas, were also killed, and the Ark of God has been captured.
And it was shocking.
All right, it was shocking.
I'm just
My
saying,
goodness.
it was shocking.
Okay.
Yeah.
When the messenger mentioned what had happened to the Ark of God, Eli fell backward from his seat beside the gate.
Just one more time. The Ark, not his sons.
Right.
Okay. That's it. I'm sorry. I'm annoying you.
Well, you're cutting me off like in the middle of like I'm at an important piece here.
Okay.
All so I'm like, stop.
Got it.
Okay. Eli fell backward from his seat beside the gate. He broke his neck and died. For he was old and overweight. He had been Israel's judge for 40 years. You just snort laughed.
Oh my God.
He fell
backwards.
Broke his
his fucking neck.
And died. He was old, fat, and blind.
Now that is fucking shocking.
You ain't right. I mean...
I'm sorry.
He was old, fat, and blind, so he fell, broke his neck, and died. Oh, my.
Oh, God.
Eli's daughter-in-law, the wife of Phinehas, was pregnant.
Okay.
Damn. So this guy was just running around fucking with people, and he had a pregnant wife at home.
What?
Phineas.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
he was one of the bad boys.
Right.
And he's got a pregnant wife at home.
No, come on, we've read about people that have harems, basically.
I know. It's just gross.
Okay.
I hate the men in the Bible.
They're
nasty.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, she was pregnant and near her time of delivery.
Okay.
When she heard that the Ark of God had been captured and that her father-in-law and husband were dead, she went into labor and gave birth. Oh my gosh. Stop laughing.
Wow.
Stop laughing.
There's like so many things happened like right then. That's all.
She died in childbirth.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's what I was like, stop laughing.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, that's not funny.
No.
But before she passed away, the midwives tried to encourage her. Don't be afraid, they said. You have a baby boy. But she did not answer or pay attention to them.
Dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
She named the child Ichabod, which means, where is the glory?
Oh, okay.
For she said, Israel's glory is gone. They were always naming their kid, this thing sucks, and forever after you'll be marked with the suckage through your name.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's like shitty.
Like, you just really scar your child for life.
Yeah. Did you, I've heard of there's somebody that named their kids, like, I forget what it was, like.
Loser?
Yeah, like it was something like that. Winner and loser. Yeah. And it
impacts
like, what the
them.
fuck? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's not okay. She named him this because the Ark of God had been captured and because her father-in-law and husband were dead. Then she said, "The glory has departed from Israel, for the Ark of God has been captured." The end.
Ah, okay.
That all was shocking.
I don't think they lose the Ark forever, because I think that it does something in some battle at some... I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't fucking
know.
I have no idea.
I have zero idea what happens to the Ark.
I guess we'll find out. But that would be a really bad story, I would think, if they just lose it. And, and then Eli falls over dead and breaks his neck.
I mean, we're in the book of Samuel, so, you know, this is about Sammy's son.
Right. But that's what I'm thinking, though. Like, Sammy's going to, redeem and get that Ark back, and defeat the Philistines.
I have no idea.
I'm thinking hero story here. That's what I'm thinking.
All right.
I could be wrong. I've been wrong lots in my life. So it's definitely a strong possibility. But that's my theory.
Well, I just think that this whole thing was very shocking.
It was very shocking.
And I wonder if Ichabod's going to be okay, given that his name basically means your country is a fucking loser.
Right.
With no glory.
Well, you know what's not shocking?
What?
Tomorrow we're going to read something else.
Tomorrow is Friday, and so we will be reading 1 Samuel chapter 5.
Yeah.
And then on Saturday, we'll do a Q&A, and on Sunday, we'll do a replay.
Yep, that's what we're doing.
All right.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye. Husband.
Wife.
Do you remember what happened yesterday? I
do not. Sorry.
You said that like you were so disappointed in yourself.
Well, I listened to it twice today, actually, because I listened to it this morning and then I forgot. And I listened to it on the way home, and then we had so much go on this evening, I forgot again.
Oh my
So
gosh.
it's really that bad. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just it's one of those. As soon as you say a word about the chapter, I'll know it all.
Okay, so they lost the Ark.
Oh yeah, that's right. The Philistines they beat them, and the two guys died, and then the guy fell over dead, and he was blind in 98.
And fat. And then the one lady, the one daughter-in-law of his, she gave birth, and that was sad. And she basically named her son Loser right before she died.
Right, yeah.
Or no honor.
Oh,
Ichabod.
And it was shocking.
Yeah. The
all
whole
of it,
thing
all of
was
it was shocking.
Yep.
Okay, so what are we reading today?
We are on 1 Samuel chapter 5.
Let's go to it.
Okie dokie. Okay. 1 Samuel chapter 5.
Okay.
Are we really?
I don't know. Our computer has decided to take a huge shit tonight. And I'm about ready to toss it out of a goddamn window. So, it's suddenly decided that it's old, apparently. And it just loses audio and stops working and takes 5 hours to fucking reboot. And I think it's done.
So what take is this?
This is like 5 or 9. I don't know.
5 or 9.
I'm not really sure at this point. I'm kind of pissed because it's 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And we started this at like 11.
Which was already too late. Yeah.
And I have to be up in 4 hours.
No bigs.
Yeah.
Just have a job and everything.
Right. No. Yeah. Right. Okay. All right. Let's go do this podcast. Assuming our computer will let us do it.
Assuming that the audio isn't all laggy.
I want everybody to wish our computer the best of luck here in future endeavors with podcasting with us, because I'm worried about it.
I'm worried about it too. Everybody pray.
No, don't pray. Fucking doesn't do shit.
I was kidding. Okay. All right. The Ark in the land of the Philistines.
Okay.
After the Philistines captured the Ark of God.
Again, for the 5th time? Sorry.
Enough.
It's 1:30. I'm going to be loopy now. This is just too much.
All right. They took the Ark from the battleground at Ebenezer to the town of Ashdod.
Okay.
They carried the Ark of God into the temple.
Oh, no, not the temple.
Of Dagon.
Not the temple of Dagon. Why would you do such a thing?
And they placed it beside an idol of Dagon, who apparently is a god.
Little idols of Dagons are pretty cool.
Well, we're going to look him up for our Q&A.
I mean, right? Yeah.
Yeah. But when the studio, when the citizens of Ashdod went to see it the next morning,
did something happen to it?
Oh my God, you need to stop.
I'm sorry. I'm used to doing this fresh. Now I know everything that's going to happen. I'm like, I know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen.
I know, but stop.
Sorry.
Spoilers.
I'm being annoying now.
You are being very annoying. Yeah. Like, I'm annoyed enough.
I know. I'm annoyed that it's 1:30 in the morning. Oh, sorry.
I know.
Okay.
So anyway, the next morning, Dagon had fallen with his face to the ground in front of the Ark of the Lord.
Oh, no.
And just to clarify, because we were confused the first time we read this, this is not a dude that fell over.
Yeah, it's not a dude.
It's a fucking statue.
It's an idol. Yeah.
It's a statue.
It says idol.
I know it's an idol.
Statue, idol, whatever.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's a statue. The statue is an idol.
Okay.
And it fell.
It fell.
It fell on its face.
It did.
So they took Dagon and put him in his place again.
Yeah, you put him in his place.
That was the part that confused us. We were like, wait, they put him in his place? What?
Well,
what?
I mean, idols are gods who are not like live, but they're still alive.
I feel like maybe the first time that we read through this that like I missed a word maybe or something.
No, I think it's more that I don't pay 100% attention when we're reading through.
Too, but I missed it too.
Right.
And so we were both like, hang on, what?
Well, I think it's because they say him. Like they put him in his place.
And we were like, hold on.
Yeah, so it made us think of a person. So yeah.
But they put the idol.
But it's not. It's an idol.
It's a statue.
Yeah.
And they put him in his place.
Right. They put him in his place.
But the next morning, the same fucking thing happened.
Oh, man.
Dagon had fallen face down before the Ark of the Lord again.
Get up off the ground, Dagon. Jeez.
Get up off the ground. This time his head and hands were broken off and were lying in the doorway.
I hate it when my hands and head break off and lie in the doorway.
What? Only the trunk of his body was left intact.
Yeah.
That is why to this day, neither the priests of Dagon nor anyone who enters the temple of Dagon in Ashdod will step on its threshold.
How many priests of Dagon do you know personally? I'm just curious.
I know at least none.
Yeah, I was just trying to count them up myself, and I think that's what I came up with as well.
As many as none.
And that's to this day for me, at least.
And that's
so far. I don't know any priests of Dagon
on both hands.
I might
on both hands.
Yeah, I might do a search to see if I can find any priests of Dagon because I would be interested in that. Maybe
I'm gonna look his ass up.
Yeah, we should start a sub account on Twitter called Priests of Dagon.
Oh my god, an idiot!
It's all about not standing on thresholds.
Right. Actually, I kind of like that.
Right, it's pretty good.
Then the Lord's heavy hand struck the people of Ashdod and the nearby villages.
Son of a bitch!
What'd he strike them with?
Tumors.
A plague of tumors.
Yeah,
That's right.
I was close.
When the people realized what was happening, they cried out, "We can't keep the Ark of God of Israel here any longer."
Just out of curiosity, and I'm just throwing this out there. Yeah. Like, do the tumors come imprinted with the word God put this here on it, or how do they know it was God that did it?
I think if everybody... I'm so sorry for that, y'all. And I think if everybody in town... like 1, 2, 3, go. They all have tumors. I think it's pretty obvious that either a plane with pesticides just flew over and like burned them all real good.
Yeah.
Or the hand of God tumored them.
I guess maybe.
Like, if it's just 1, 2, 3, go.
Sure.
Like, and I'm like, oh, ow, there's a tumor growing, and you're like, oh shit, me too. What's happening? Okay. And then I'm like, oh, I got a tumor on my cheek, and you're like, me on my forehead. Oh, ah.
I just can't imagine thinking that my first response to everything happening is, oh yeah, it was a God that did that. Like,
well, yeah,
that's just it's silly. So
it is, but it wasn't silly for them back then,
right?
Because they didn't have the Googles.
Yeah, that's true.
So they couldn't just look
it
up and be like,
tumors.
Is it a
it's
God?
Not a tumor.
It's not a tumor. Is it a God? It's not.
It's not.
If someone asks if you're a God,
you say yes.
Yes. Okay. So anyway, they were all crying. We can't keep it here. God is against us. We will all be destroyed along with Dagon, our God.
Yeah, God's going to destroy Dagon and them.
Yeah. He already destroyed their idol.
Yeah.
So, okay.
My God.
I'm so fucking tired. So they called together the rulers of the Philistines.
Philistines.
Is that what we decided?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. They called together the rulers of the Philistine towns and asked, what shall we do with the Ark of the God of Israel? I mean, I could tell you what to do with it, but okay. The rulers discussed it.
Is that them discussing it?
That's the crowd discussing it.
Okay, all right.
Okay, and finally they replied, move it to the town of Gath.
Yeah, let's just move it. To Gath.
Get on down to Gath.
Yeah, send it to Gath.
I need a shirt that says, like, get to Gath.
Get to Gath.
Yeah. So they moved the Ark of the God of Israel to Gath.
Okay.
As you do.
Yeah.
But when the Ark arrived at Gath, holy shit, the Lord's heavy hand fell on its men, young and old. He struck them with a plague.
Of tumors.
It was a tumor. And there was a great panic. I mean, I would panic.
I mean, if that's, 2 towns now. But, if it was something communicable, the people that brought the fucking thing to the next town, they brought that with them.
That's how Resident Evil works.
I'm just like...
That's how the zombie apocalypse happens.
Yeah. Like, I mean...
That's how COVID goes.
I'm just saying, it doesn't necessarily have to be a god. It could have been... I don't know what they mean by tumors 4,000 years ago.
It could have been real bad zits.
Right, yeah.
Or pustules.
Sure. They may have just had something, and they just were carrying it town to town when they were bringing...
the sif.
Yeah.
I mean, they was all fucking each other.
I'm just saying.
And prostitutes.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Sure.
They just passed around the sif.
Yeah.
So, they sent the Ark of God to the town of Ekron.
Ekron, huh?
But when the people of Ekron saw it coming, they were like having none of it.
They're like, fuck no.
They
Get
cried
that shit
out,
out of here.
They're bringing the Ark of the God of Israel here to fucking kill us too.
Yeah.
The people summoned the Philistine rulers again and begged them, please fucking send the Ark of the God of Israel back to its own goddamn country, or it will kill us all.
Yeah, they're fighting over this thing like people putting in a landfill in their area.
Yeah. That is actually something that happened here.
Yeah.
You have it. No, you have it.
Right.
For the deadly plague from God had already begun, and great fear was sweeping across the town.
Oh, no.
That happens when plagues happen.
Right.
Those who didn't die.
My God, stop yawning.
I'm so fucking tired. I'm sorry. Those who didn't die were afflicted with tumors, and the cry from the town rose to heaven, the end.
Okay.
Heaven help me. I'm fucking tired and I have tumors.
Yeah, and we're tired and we're done with this podcast for tonight.
Lordy.
And we need to get the fuck out of here before our computer just bites the goddamn dust.
It's true. So this is Friday, and tomorrow is Saturday, during which we will have our Q&A, and then Sunday will be our replay.
Yep.
And we will find out who gets the fucking ark on Monday when we cover 1 Samuel chapter 6.
Right. Remember, positive thoughts for our computer.
Prayers, thoughts and prayers.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye. Husband.
Wife.
Happy Q&A Saturday.
Yeah, I totally forgot. I was like, wait, Q&A?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was ready when you came in. I had it already done.
You did good this week.
I did good this week, right?
Yeah, except the computer did bad. You did good.
I know. You can't have everything.
Apparently.
Yeah.
So...
Sorry.
There it is. So we're doing our Q&A today.
Yeah, and today we are going to answer questions about the Lord of Heaven's armies.
Okay.
And Dagon.
Oh, daggone it.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into this.
Alrighty. Okay. Let's start with the Lord of Heaven's armies.
Okay.
Just because I didn't have a lot about it and it's boring and stupid.
Well, and if I can throw in something here, it seemed like in the last book we were reading, there was a Lord of Heaven's army when they were like around Jericho.
No.
Wasn't that?
No.
That was that was something different?
No, yeah.
Okay.
In the book of 1 Samuel is the first time that we see mention of Lord of Heaven's army.
Oh, okay.
And I only know that because I was researching it and the research said, no, that's the first time we hear about it.
Okay. All right.
And it occurred the first time when Hannah was appealing to God. She was like wanting a baby, remember?
Right. Yeah.
And it's supposed to point out to apologists and readers who are like fans that she's not appealing to a sweet and nice God, but to a commander. And
Got it.
So this was like a spiritual warfare thing.
This dude's in charge.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, she was
large
like,
and in charge.
You are a military leader. I need a baby real bad.
Yeah, and I know this isn't your shtick, but, come on, man.
Yeah. So she was challenging God to do it.
Got it.
And reminding him of, again, this is from an apologist perspective.
Sure, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Reminding him, God, of his superiority over all things.
Oh, my God. Like, okay. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. Reminding him of his superiority. You have to remind God that he...
Remember how you're in charge and powerful and magic and whatever?
Do you think you ever had to remind Zeus about his superiority? He's on a fucking mountain with a lightning bolt.
I'm just a short, squat woman who is only in charge of minor children. Yeah. And you never have to remind me that I'm in charge of them because that is literally my job.
He's such, we've talked about it before, but this God of the Bible has like the smallest fucking ego in the world. Mm-hmm. He's just, he's such a,
he has a little dick.
If he had a truck, he'd have truck nuts for sure.
He would totally have 100%. Truck nuts. Yeah. So again, this is from an apologist perspective.
Yeah.
She was reminding God that he's superior over everything. And she was declaring her faith in his power to open her womb.
Okay.
So she was telling him, I have faith that you can do this, so therefore you have to do this.
Okay.
Right? Like
it's weird how...
an odd bargaining.
Yeah. Well, and I take exception to the fact that as we've gone further along in the Bible, people have started kind of half demanding things from God. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, if this was earlier in the Bible, you're fucking done.
You would be smote as fuck.
Now,
I need a shirt that says smote AF on it.
There you go.
Yep.
He's still a fucking asshole.
Right.
But he's not killing people the same way he killed them earlier on.
Yeah.
And he doesn't get mad about things as he used to, it seems like, which I'm not trying to say he's getting nicer. No, I think he's just getting lazy.
No, I don't think... honestly, that he's getting lazy. I think that he never existed in the first place.
Yeah, no shit.
Right.
Yeah.
But what I'm getting at is as these books progress, it's like we're seeing more and more people. Yeah. And so as, the populations explode,
he just ain't got time.
They're seeing less involvement. It's almost like they realize somewhere inside of them that either he's not there or he's super distant.
Got it.
And more of the clockwork God that you see in like the 17 and 1800s.
Sure.
The hands off, way far away, distant over there God.
Right.
So it's interesting that just in the way these stories are told, you're seeing the way that these gods are changing based on the populations and what they're going through at the time.
Right.
So that's all I had on that.
Okay.
It is mentioned more throughout the Bible after this.
Okay.
But this is the first time that he's changed from an all-powerful, loving God, but...
he wasn't that loving.
But he's also a vengeful God and all that.
Yeah.
And now here we're seeing, no, he's a distant God, but a very militaristic one.
Got it.
But it's supposed to be the same guy.
It makes sense as a society grows up, right? Mm-hmm. They're going to have more conflict with neighboring states and neighboring people and stuff. Mm-hmm. And so their God would, since it's made up, would ultimately take on the characteristics of their society.
Their perception of God changes, and therefore it's a different God.
Right, exactly.
And it is.
Yeah,
it's a completely different God in this book than it was in the first 5.
I mean, let's be honest. The God of today is 100% different than the God of the Bronze Age.
Of course.
Because people want him to be something different.
Exactly.
So, and it is something people make up. So it's whatever they want.
Exactly.
I mean, right now he serves donuts, And I'm like...
You're an idiot.
What?
He doesn't serve donuts.
I beg to differ.
Churches serve donuts. Okay, so that's it for the God of Army, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Okay?
Yep.
I'm real excited about Dagon, though.
Yeah, Dagon it.
Dagon it.
Uh-huh.
So, his name is alternatively spelled as Dagan or Dagon.
Okay.
And I think I've been mispronouncing it. I think it's Dagon.
Dagon. Okay.
Or even Dagon.
I kind of like Dagon better.
Yeah.
It's like, it almost sounds more godlike,
Yeah,
like it's
Dagon.
Dagon is...
Dagon.
Yeah, I know, right?
I know. Well, Dagon sounds like the name of a character in a book.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Which I might steal.
Right.
You know, I'm
Dagon,
a writer.
yeah.
Yeah.
And who the fuck knows who Dagon is, you know?
Well,
I mean, our listeners will after today.
Yeah, we don't know today, but apparently back then in Mesopotamia...
Big deal, huh?
He was a big fucking deal. He was super popular.
Wow.
He was a kingmaker.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's amazing that, like, peons
so we
like
could have
us,
been, like, instead of Christianity, we could have been doing, like, Dagonist, whatever, you know.
Dagonist.
Yeah, we could have been Dagonists.
Yeah, let's be Dagonists.
Yeah, we should be Dagonists.
Because he's not, like, a bad guy.
Really?
Yeah. He was the national god of the Philistines with temples at Ashdod and Gaza.
Okay.
Which we are familiar with from what we just read.
Sure.
But there's no extra biblical evidence confirming this. So,
okay.
It's only in the Bible that we see this.
So there's no historical evidence of that.
Right.
Is that what you're saying?
Right. Well,
okay.
he was celebrated in different areas. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm going to get into some of the different areas, but only in the Bible is Ashdod and Gaza one of those areas.
Got it. Okay. Sure.
But he was celebrated in as the West Semitic god of crop fertility, which keep that in mind, and I'll get to
West
you in
Semitic,
a minute.
doesn't that indicate that would be part of Israel? Or okay. And Judaism and stuff? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. That's what's so interesting about this.
Okay, yeah, definitely interesting.
Keep in mind crop fertility, because we're going to talk about that in just a second, okay?
Yeah. He
was worshipped in ancient Syria, across the middle of the Euphrates, and extensively throughout the Middle East.
Damn, that's like right in the heart of, Godland.
Everything that we're reading about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it was such a big deal.
Right.
That the statue, that would explain why they put the Ark of the Covenant in a temple of Dagon.
Right.
Like, that was
this would be like
question.
If something happened in a Muslim temple because they put something in there.
Right.
Because, like, it's the competing religion of the
deities,
time or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it makes perfect sense. They were like, your God is nothing. Like, Dagon is who we celebrate all over the fucking place here.
Yeah.
And so it makes perfect sense. They put that ark in there and were shocked as fuck when the statue of Dagon fell over.
Right.
Because
I know I was shocked as fuck.
it was shocking.
Totally.
Shocking. So in settlements situated in the upper Euphrates area, he was regarded as the father of gods. So that's what I mean. He was a big fucking deal. Wow. Equivalent to like El and Yahweh.
So like this could almost be like Yahweh is like usurping the father of gods to take his place.
Yes.
Wow.
Like, think of Betamax and VHS, right? Like, seriously, like, one is superior.
Right. Betamax.
Yeah. But today we only know about VHS.
Right.
And if you were to ask kids,
was better.
They don't fucking know about either.
Right.
But, yeah, that's exactly what was happening.
Yeah.
Is they already had this big god daddy in place.
Huh.
Yeah. And he wasn't a bad guy from what I understand.
Okay.
Again, father of gods. He was also known as Lord of the land. He was a god of prosperity, and he was a source of royal legitimacy. Remember I said
kingmaker, right, yeah.
So when we get into these future books or even the one we're reading right now, Dagon is still going to be a prominent figure.
Interesting.
There are kings past where we're at throughout the Bronze Age that worshipped him and celebrated him and had festivals and festivals in his name. And during certain festivals, Dagon was the most celebrated god. He received the most sacrifices and not like kids and stuff, but like like offerings.
Yeah, like the same things God gets. Yahweh gets.
He got the most.
Right.
During that time period.
Crazy.
So my mind is blown away that we never heard of this guy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's so many gods that have existed in human history.
Yeah.
And it's so interesting when you start, like, we talked about this before. You can go down a rabbit hole with gods.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And right now, like, we can even go down a rabbit hole just with the gods that are in the Bible, for God's sakes.
I know. For God's sakes.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cool to me. Like,
it's super cool to me because this is the area that we're reading about right now.
Right.
You know?
The funny thing is that you never, like, in all my times talking to Christians or I don't. Yeah, I've never run across them mentioning
other gods,
let alone naming them, which they are named in the Bible.
They are specifically named.
Why aren't they why isn't that if you have nothing to hide and your God is a true God, right? Mm-hmm. There's nothing in there to hide for you, right? It all means something and there's a reason for it.
It's all there in the book.
But if you do have something to hide, then that's when you start hiding these things. Mm-hmm. So that's why I call bullshit on religion.
Right.
Not just that. I mean, it doesn't feel right to me either. But, there's lots of other reasons too.
Sure.
But anyway, if you truly believed, you wouldn't have a problem answering for your God.
I mean, that's the same thing that I say to people that are Christians that are like, oh, don't read Harry Potter. It's evil. And I'm just like, your faith is that weak?
Right.
Like, for reals?
Well, and the problem that I run into with people, like, when they say, well, I will answer for my God. Okay, yeah, but you won't answer it directly. You go roundabout and say, well, that's not what he is anymore.
So then
or that's, this, that, or the other. And it's like,
it's God's plan. We're not meant to understand.
No, let's just talk about what I'm asking about.
That's exactly not answering for your God.
Right,
then.
Yeah.
So basically, just admit you don't want to answer the question. You just want to be left alone to worship as you please.
Well, and let's be honest. If you talk to somebody who is actually invested in learning about the Bible, they probably could talk about these things in an intelligent way. Mm-hmm. I probably still wouldn't agree, but they would have something to say about it.
Right.
And that's why I don't respect the fly-by-night apologists on the internet, because they don't know they don't know anything about the Bible they're trying to protect. And I'm like, well, at least I'm trying to fucking learn it.
Right. And the first thing they say is like, you're reading it with an agenda. And I'm like, but
you're not reading it at all.
I'm like, you aren't reading it at all. And if you are reading it, you are certainly also reading it with an agenda.
Yeah,
it's just that your agenda is different from mine.
Right. Yeah.
But you're not just like, okay, open my heart and mind and then reading whatever comes at you. You're only reading what's assigned and skipping around and taking somebody else's interpretation.
Yeah.
And it's just not, it's not cool.
Oh, and I've found that there are names, I'd have to look them up because I've been called them, but like they have names for people like us that when we keep questioning them and they get riled up because they can't answer the question, they call us like the fallen or something like that. Like, I mean, there's like different things they call us. They're like, well, you are just beyond help because you like what? I'm beyond help because I keep asking you the fucking questions you won't answer.
Yeah.
That's not beyond help. That means you don't have a fucking answer, dude.
Right.
Like, I don't know what you're thinking here, but
you
that's
took the
your
job.
Problem.
You took the fucking job. You took it upon yourself to quote unquote witness to me and to teach me. And the fact that you don't have a good answer except for, well, I guess you're going to burn in hell because you're fucked because I don't have an answer. That's a you problem, dude.
You know I'll fight with somebody on Twitter for a little bit, right?
Yes,
but do I ever go looking for the fight?
I mean, occasionally.
Not much anymore.
Not anymore, and I think it's because I point out when you're
yeah.
It's the power is definitely intoxicating, and yes,
when your Twitter followers gets up to a certain point, it's
pure power corrupts.
It's fun sometimes.
What is it? Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
I'm just being honest here,
Yeah.
Like
so that was a bad question that you asked me, though.
Question.
I apologize that I didn't take your side, husband, on that one.
But I don't seek them out anymore.
Right.
Not really. Like I might quote tweet somebody that's big now just to make a point, but that's more of a feed thing to me than anything else.
Sure.
I don't go looking for like
a
middle
fight.
road of I don't go looking for a fight.
Yeah.
I go looking for comments on there that I can comment on, but the fight still comes to me occasionally.
Yeah.
Or actually quite a bit, but
Well, let me get back on track with this.
Sorry.
No problem. I mean, we could talk about this all night,
right?
Honestly. Yeah. So, okay, we're still talking about Dagon.
Okay, Dagon. Okay. Yeah.
And don't forget, I said that he's a kingmaker and
crops.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So the reason that he was known as a crop king, or a crop god, not king, crop god, is that the word in Hebrew and Ugaritic. See, you would have fucked that all up too. The word that's used for his name, like how it's spelled out in all those weird symbols and letters and stuff, is a common noun for grain, guaranteeing abundant harvests of grain. However,
interesting.
Having said that, he was not actually an agricultural god per se. It was rather the source of prosperity in general, which was based on agriculture, which was based on grain.
Okay.
So
right.
It was more like the luck cat, the Chinese luck cat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's more like that, where it's more about the hope that the crop is good so I can have lots of riches.
Right.
Not about the grain itself.
Got it.
But it's a small point, but it's small for us because we aren't in agriculture, nor are we religious.
Right.
But
I gotcha.
It just semantics, I think, honestly. But,
yeah.
But it is still. He was also the legendary inventor of the plow.
Really?
I mean,
that's very interesting.
Yeah. I don't know. I picked that up and I was like, oh, was he?
So, like, it wasn't a person or a group of people. It was a god.
John Deere.
The plow was invented by a god.
John Deere begs to differ. There's also, like, some people that early on, like, researchers thought maybe he was a weather god because the two, like, agriculture and weather kind of go together, but also more than that, his wife, which I'll get into her in a minute, she's a whole other ball of wax.
Okay.
Her name was synonymous with another god, or not synonymous, they weren't the same. Her name is similar enough to another goddess that they confused the two of them a lot, and her, the other one, not Dagon's wife, but this other girl with a similar name to his wife, she was married to a weather god.
Oh, okay.
So they thought for 2 seconds.
Well, and there is a lot of interconnectedness between gods and stories in the ancient world. So, I mean,
absolutely. So it's understandable.
Right.
But for like 2 hot seconds, they thought he was a weather god, but not so much anymore. Researchers are like, that doesn't stick.
Right.
Other titles that he bore was Lord of Offspring. Lord of the Offspring. He was, the father of all, right? So he was a creator figure.
Okay.
He could be invoked as a divine witness of oaths. That makes sense. Like, God, as we know today, as God is my witness.
Right. Yeah.
As Yahweh is my witness. As Dagon is my witness.
Sure.
Right?
Yep.
His attributes, meaning the symbols that he carried with him, were a chariot and a mace.
Okay, so it was
very Greek, right?
Yeah, right.
Like very Greek and Roman god kind of thing.
Yeah. Maybe, I mean, the fact that he was the father of gods almost kind of lends that he might have been a offshoot of, like, the whole Zeus and that kind of story.
He was an earlier Zeus.
Or something like
that.
Zeus
would have been an offshoot of him.
But I mean, like,
as was Yahweh, clearly.
Sure. Yeah.
So, final word on himself, in some cults of Dagon, so, like, they didn't all worship the same, clearly.
Right.
But in some of the cults in that area, he was considered the father of Baal.
Oh,
so,
okay.
There's that guy again, right?
Yeah, Baal.
Yeah. So, his consort, Shalash.
Shalash, huh?
Or Shalash. I'm not sure.
Okay.
The one that had a similar name to her was Shelah.
Okay.
Okay, and Shelah was the one that had the weather god husband.
Yeah.
But Shalash or Shalash was a Syrian goddess known variously as Lady of Gold, Mistress who amazes the world, and Lady Diadem of Lapis Lazuli, which is the blue stone.
Right. Yeah.
So, she's pretty cool.
Represented, like, beauty and stuff like that, apparently. Or
probably.
Or prosperity, even, maybe.
Maybe. She was also worshipped as part of a mourning, grieving ceremony in some regions, which led to some researchers believing that Dagon might have been an underworld god, although still some researchers today are like, probably not so much.
Right.
So, I mean, there's a lot of, like, who are these people? But they were Dagon himself was very prominent. We're going to read more about him. There are some kings coming up, I hope, that are mentioned in the Bible, but they're definitely mentioned in history.
Yeah. In
the Bronze Age, in actual history, who worshipped him. And
interesting.
He was figured very prominently in their ceremonies that when they got crowned.
That's really cool. Yeah. I mean, it's I don't know. I was going to say something now I could completely forget. But anyway,
sorry.
No. It's all right. I just was commenting that it's really fun learning things about the Bible from this angle. Like we're kind of interested in these weird offshoot things like the other gods and like because we know at some level that the Bible and other religions and all kinds of stuff is based on all these other stories that happened, prior to the Bible or same time as the Bible or whatever. They all kind of intermix and mingle, right?
Right.
And so the part that interests me about the Bible is A, learning more about it, and B, these side stories that creep in here and they're like, wait, where did that come from?
Yeah,
what the fuck is that?
They give us a eye view into history that we wouldn't study otherwise.
Yeah, definitely.
That has nothing to do with the Bible insofar as except that the Bible story is supposed to have occurred at the same time as these other things.
No, I think much like any other subject, I think that I could really enjoy like if I went to school again to, learn about religion, if I had the right teachers, I think it could be really fun and interesting.
Well, I have a small story to tell you about that.
Yeah.
Actually, two small stories to tell you about that. One, I just told you, the podiatrist story.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is how much I love learning, and I'm such a fucking nerd research dork, okay?
All right.
When I was in like 7th grade, we had to take this career finders test, and after that, we had to pick a field of basically what do you want to be when you grow up, and then we had to contact a professional in that field and go interview them.
Right. And
find out, all the things like how much it would cost to go to college, what kind of degree you would need, et cetera, et cetera.
Sure.
I, in 7th grade, panicked because I'm, 46 and still don't know what I want to be when I grow up.
You want to be a podcaster.
Well, yeah, I know that now, but like in 7th grade, I was filled with dread.
Right.
Because I don't know. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
For the longest time, I want to be an astronaut. By 7th grade, I knew that was very unlikely to ever come to pass.
Right.
So, and that was brought on because of the Challenger incident, which most people turned away from space. And I was like, it's more important now than ever.
Right. But it did put the whole thing on hold for quite a few years.
It did. And so, like I said, I was panicked.
Right.
So I picked what I thought at the time was the most ridiculous thing possible just to be a smartass, which in my 7th grade mind was a podiatrist.
Got it.
I contacted a podiatrist and goddamned if it didn't just interest the shit out of me because it was interesting talking to somebody, an expert in her field, interviewing her and learning.
Sure.
Okay, my second one is when I was going to college, I took a fucking class in economics, the most boring topic ever. God damned if I didn't find myself coming home studying it and being like, this is interesting. I wonder if I could be an economist.
Well, I really enjoy a podcast that like Freakonomics podcasts and the books. Like it can be very interesting. I think that anything.
I know now. I just like learning.
Yeah. No, I think that's what I was getting ready to say is that I think that what you find out, especially if you are the type that is a lifelong learner, is that if you just keep being curious, there is plenty to pique your interest. And a lot of people view learning as a boring, dumb thing, right?
Right.
But you don't have to learn that way. That's the secret of life. You don't have to learn that way.
Yeah.
You can learn however you want to. It's your choice.
And
just do it.
People talk trash about the internet and how horrible it's been, but God bless the internet, so to speak. I am so grateful that I can just plug anything in.
Yeah, I mean, you could go listen to Joel Osteen, or you can come here.
Oh my God. If you are listening to both Joel Osteen and us, I have questions.
I'm just saying, there's a fun way to learn and not a fun way to learn.
Yes, indeed. All right.
I think we're just going on now because we want to.
We're being silly now.
Yeah.
All right. Tomorrow is Sunday, and we will be doing our replay for the week. And then on Monday, we will be continuing with 1 Samuel. I believe we'll be on chapter 6.
That is correct. We will see you guys then.
All right. Bye. Husband.
Yes, wife?
Remember how you told me we're on Patreon now?
Yeah, why?
Because we're starting something new for Patreon members only. Every couple of weeks, we'll cover something in the news, a current event, or something we feel strongly needs to be discussed. And only subscribers get to hear our discussion.
That's right. It's all for our Patreon members as a thank you for their support. Join now for as little as $2 a month to get all of our extra content. Go to patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse.
Do it now. Husband, it's the end.
It is indeed, wife.
Tell the people where they can contact us.
Well, they can get a hold of us via our email, which is sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. We have Twitter at sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh, why do you know? Why do you keep doing that? Ugh. All right, we have a Facebook page, an Instagram page, and a Pinterest page. But if you really want to get our attention, Twitter's where it's at.
Twitter is where you're at.
Yeah.
And they should also review, like, and subscribe, yeah?
Definitely. Apple Podcasts reviews help us out tremendously. And we also can use your support on Patreon, which is a great place to support us as well. That would be at patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse.
Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Bye.